Good morning, traders. Welcome to StockCast. My name is Todd Derby. I'm the co-host and business partner James Mason. Good morning, James. How are you doing?
Todd, good morning. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well also. We are getting closer to the big holiday, and I don't know if it's like your house, but our house is getting decorated with Christmas trees and gifts and planning and festivities.
Yeah, our Christmas tree fell over Saturday night and smashed about half of the glass bulbs. Some of them that it pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie, it pissed me off. Some of the glass bulbs on there just irreplaceable. But
oh man, sorry to hear that. How did it fall over?
Well, I happened to be the only one in the room, so when it happened, yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
It just pisses me off. So, yeah, we're currently redoing the entire Christmas tree again. Ilana's upset because the tree is currently down at the moment. But yeah, so that's how the Christmas season is so far for me.
Well, that's a bummer. Alana's too young, but in our house, we always did the elf on the shelf.
Oh, we're doing that. Yeah, that's actually fun. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I have Facebook memories that pop up from things I did. So this year, my daughter, she's 17, was complaining about she didn't have an advent calendar because the boys were gone and there's no elf on the shelf, and so we dug out the elves on the shelf, and if I had a picture, I'd show it to you guys, but we toilet papered her room. I mean, like, bad. And she came home and she was all excited.
I thought Elf on the Shelf was like for like 6-year-old kids and younger.
Oh, until they believe. Until they believe.
So, okay.
Yeah. So it's, probably one of the best stories was when she was kind of figuring Elf on the Shelf out and was thinking about it, and we literally called a neighbor when we were out for dinner as a family, and the elf moved when we were out of the house. And my daughter was like, "Oh my gosh, it's not you guys." So you'll have fun with that for the next 10, 12 years. Enjoy it.
I highly doubt. Ilana has a lot of my personality. I highly doubt she'll be into it for that long.
Okay, then enjoy it for the next 2-3 months.
Yeah, probably. All right, everybody. So let's go ahead and get into it. So I think I need some more monitors. All right. Dow futures are currently down 13 points. S&P 500 futures are slightly up 5 3/4 points. These are always the worst days to trade, in my opinion, when the market is not really doing much of anything, and it's kind of just like flat line, just close to the bell. So as for day trades, I know I won't be taking anything today, but even looking at the pre-market, man, the pre-market kind of stinks. I haven't really seen anything that that I feel like could give decent potential for today. Todd, have you seen anything so far?
No, the only one I was looking at, there's two I got my eye on. One is the Pfizer deal with ARNA, Arena Pharmaceuticals. I think the deal is, I was actually looking up as we're talking, the deal was pegged at $100 a share, but it's trading right now at $93. So I didn't understand that, but it's made a $43 jump already today.
Yeah. Yeah, everything that I'm looking at so far is really just kind of ran on just some petty news. I don't know. This entire penny stock season, and when I say penny stock season, I ain't talking OTC. I hate OTC. But so far, this penny stock season has been kind of flat.
It has been flat.
Usually this time of the year, I mean, penny stocks are just left and right, just booming. But I mean, over the last like 9-10 months, for whatever reason, the market has just like sectored out of small caps and have just been beating them down. but we should be to the phase where just in general, generally speaking, that money starts flowing back into the small caps and moving on. But yeah, it's just been kind of odd. Because like the whole big plan, Todd, was for us to catch these penny stock runners on the show, and that
true story.
Yeah,
True
that
story.
has not happened. I mean, we really haven't had anything break out on the show. We had a couple break down on the show that we were looking at to the bearish side, but really 95% of our audience, they don't short.
Correct.
They're not hedgies, you know.
I know back in a year ago, so almost a full year, last February or so, we were pre-market trading, and that was, we said this would be awesome to be able to do this live on these runners, and I don't think we've had one pre-market runner live.
Nope.
I can't remember a single one. So
I mean, we've had a lot of bearish trades set up afterwards, but like I said, 95% of our followers, they don't short. So yeah, it's, man, talking about a plan that hasn't panned out yet. But next year, Todd, next year.
Yeah. Well, I think part of it too, that to be fair, I think we've experienced a change in the market, and talking to other traders and reading about other people's trading styles. If you're not willing to adapt to what the market's giving you, you'll be broke or dead in the market. So I think we've gone through a change of this last year, and we have to adapt to that.
Absolutely. Obviously, you guys probably know by now that I deal with a lot of different data sets in the stock market. But one of the main ones that I'm having issues with right now is finding StockCast. Finding data for StockCast for short interest. We did have the data set. We were using it probably about 7 months, and our data provider, they lost access to it. They lost access to it because NASDAQ, the exchanges, the bigger exchanges, are really just restricting a lot of that information. And I believe in the end that they'll consolidate that data to where only a few providers still have it, and just charge astronomical rates just to get it. So that way they can stay on the side of, well, we don't have a monopoly here. If they want it, they can actually purchase this. It's just up to them if they want to pay over $7,500 a month for it. And to me, short interest, that is not worth $7,500 a month. Not at all. Especially when we're giving it out for free. So,
Correct.
Yeah, we went from $7,000 a year to $7,500 a month. That is a significant change. But yeah, the market has completely changed, and I've said it so many times. When all of the GameStop short squeeze, congressional hearings started, I said there will be changes, but they won't be in our favor. They're going to take something away from us, and that's what's going on here. They're going to start restricting the short interest information. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of that data doesn't become inaccurate or delayed longer than what it already is. Things are changing, guys. And when things change in the market, it never changes in our best interest, regardless of what Congress is trying to do. So it's just one big dog and pony show, really.
Trust me, I'm from the government, and I'm here to help you.
I've seen that be said so many times firsthand, and I've seen people just not fare out so well. But that's life. So I do want to kind of, on a personal level, I do kind of want to harp on something really quick. Not that I've really seen too many people actually complain about it, but we always talk about trading money that that you can afford to lose. With it being the holidays, Christmas is just right around the corner. If your trading account money is the money that you're using for Christmas, that's money that you cannot afford to lose. If anything, in my opinion, maybe it's just the emotional aspect of it all. I feel like that's probably the worst money to even trade with. Like, I could imagine having money that I plan to use for Ilana's Christmas gifts. I mean, Santa Claus, buying her Christmas gifts with that money. And that money's wrapped up in my trading account and I lose it. Because everybody always approaches it as in they're not going to lose, that they will make money or they can control it to where they're not going to really lose money. Everybody always approaches it like that. Because if you didn't approach it like that, you would never trade. I mean, that's just how it is. So guys, like, if the money in your trading account is money that you need for Christmas, that's money that you shouldn't be trading with. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm definitely not your financial advisor, but that's just, not to be rude, but that's just common sense. Like, if you're trading your Christmas money, you have a gambling addiction, and trading is not for you. If you're a TTBB subscriber and that's how you're conducting yourself, I request that you unsubscribe. And like, that's not conducive from the business aspect of it. That's just like, I feel like I need to just say that as a person, And what I hate about all of this is those mentalities. They'll hear the words I'm saying, but they never follow through and listen to it. And that's what I hate the most. You guys, you just can't trade money in your account if you need it for Christmas. Like, that is, I don't know. That right there actually just hurts my feelings. Like, even more so than knowing that someone traded their mortgage or rent money, knowing that someone traded their money that they would have to use for their children for Christmas. That's just, yeah, that one actually bothers me right there overall. So, not to dampen the Christmas spirit, but
wow, humbug.
Yeah.
No, good advice. Good advice. Make people think about they should have we talk about having a trading plan. They should actually have a plan for how they're going to utilize their trading monies. We've talked about this a long time ago, but like, when do you make withdrawals from your account? Do you at certain levels, or do you take a consistent amount? You should have a thought out process so that it's consistent and it works for you. And like you said, if you're trading, hoping to make your money today or tomorrow to buy Christmas gifts later in the week, good luck, because that's pressure. That's stressful.
Yeah, it's just, yeah. And you're just going to have way too many emotions caught up in your money.
Absolutely.
All right. So let's, since we really don't have much going on in pre-market, at least not yet, let's go and take a look at, let's pull up, take our RIVN. Hi, beautiful. Thank you. Yeah. Got to pay the tariff. Here you go. Here you go. Here. I love you. See you later. Bye-bye. Yeah, bye-bye. All right. All right, so let me share my screen with you. Ilana's oh, you want me to wear my hat? Okay. She wanted me to put my hat on. Okay, yeah, she was looking up at the monitor to see if I had my hat on.
That's awesome.
All right, let's look up RIVN.
Rivian.
All right, let's see. Let me share my screen. All right, so looking at them on the daily chart, it's kind of hard to really chart this out. That we overall don't have enough data on the daily chart. So let me break it down to the 30-minute. All right, so right in this range right here is technical breakout point at 132. What will probably happen is in the future, we'll probably go up here, test 132, get rejected first time, maybe even 2 times, just depending on the market overall. But 132 will be that range that we need to look at so far for RIVN for a breakout. Now, hold on, let me draw some supports. So I'm actually going to just stop there with supports. I don't want to get too deep into drawn out supports since overall I don't have enough data, and I'm also doing this on the 30-minute chart because all of these lines later on, when we get enough days on that daily chart to actually chart it out, I'll erase all these lines. All this information will change. But right now, it's the only data that we have to work with. So what I would look for is, I mean, we do have a smaller range between 123.70 and 132 that can be played, and I do expect that, unless if there's like some significant news come through, I do expect this to break above 123.70, make a little push up, get rejected around 132 the first time, and then pull back down, and we'll just have to see what it does there. But if they was to release anything that could create a bullish catalyst here, 132 will be that breakout point in my opinion, and good chance that we could test these highs again, if not break it. But in order to break it, I mean, we're going to have some significant news, like with production or something like that. Like we need to see, orders or whatever it might be to come in to justify it. If we're going to be honest here, this company isn't worth their current PPS value that it's even at now. But fundamentals really don't matter in the stock market apparently anymore. So yeah, things just run extremely overvaluated and then get crushed. So just to kind of consolidate or condense what I was just saying, if you're just trying to play in between the lines, I would look at the break above 123.70. I mean, that's what I would look at if I was trading this. Expect that resistance right at 132 the first time. I mean, it could break above it, but we won't know until we get there. But see if it pulls back, and if we can see it consolidate again and start to turn back up, then I would kind of be a little bit more serious about the break above 132 that second round and see what we can get going momentum wise from there. But overall, when something doesn't have a lot of data on the daily chart, I don't like to play it. So that's just what I'm viewing ticker RIVN at the moment. So let's see what else we got going on in the comments.
You're about 6.5 minutes from the start of the market.
All right.
So
let's see. Let's take a look at ticker CELZ. So Robert is saying that new uplisting to NASDAQ, recent reverse splits. So we can see the split right here on November the 10th. 1 for 500. Let me see if that has updated their share structure yet. Okay, at the moment, at least the data I'm looking at, their share structure is not updated to be accurate. Probably will come out in the following months data push, but to be honest, to be honest, I don't feel comfortable charting this one out, giving my opinion. And the reason why is since I don't have an accurate baseline for their share structure, it's gonna flaw my perception. Obviously, I know this says a 1 for 500, but I don't know how many shares that they had in the past. To just kind of do some quick calculation. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just kind of bail out of doing a technical breakdown on this one. When I break down charts, I had to have a full picture. And because I can't locate accurate data, I mean, I can find some things on some other websites, but I don't truly know if that is 100% accurate. And if I can't verify that, then it doesn't make me confident. I mean, I can draw lines on this chart all day long, but if I don't understand what's going on fundamentally with it, drawing lines on the chart honestly doesn't matter. But I mean, if you guys just need some lines, I'll just draw something for y'all. So there is a resistance right here at 260. Another one around 555, which, I mean, that's just such a huge gap with how this chart is. I mean, we can see from that split, or when they announce that split, whatever, the sell off and then the bounce, come up here, getting rejected and coming back down. But I mean, if we are looking at the daily chart here, we do see a bullish RSI divergence. So we can see that hard dip on the RSI. If we look up here at the PPS value, we can see that range right there. But then over here, well, actually not right there, right in here, the RSI is dipping back down. It almost below that 30 threshold, but the lower PPS. So the RSI is higher here than it is right here, but the PPS is higher here than here. So that is a divergence. So this thing technically should have a bullish bounce somewhere right in here, and I would actually expect it to get rejected around this 86 EMA if we can even go up that far. But again, since I don't have the entire picture here with the share structure, I don't feel confident in it. So that is what I see for ticker CELZ. So Todd, I think we're pretty much running out of time right now.
Yeah, we're less than 2 minutes to the start of the market.
All right. So kind of a short show today, but it is what it is. So let's go ahead and wrap it up right there. With this kind of going into the holidays, the market is going to start losing a lot of volume. A lot of people on Wall Street are going to be stepping out of the game. And actually next week, we won't be doing the StockCast show at all. We're going to take the entire week off from doing the StockCast show. Could be a crappy week to trade. It could be probably one of the best weeks to trade. I don't know. But yeah. So, all right. Other than that, Todd, do you have anything else?
No, be careful that you're trading near the end of the month, near the holidays. Be smart, be safe with your money.
All right, everybody. We appreciate y'all tuning in today. Remember, trade safe, trade smart, and we will catch y'all in the next one.